Welcome to a new series of videos where I try to relearn guitar after years of not playing and going 12.5 years without owning a guitar. Follow along as I go through the process in a series of hopefully easy to follow lessons. I already know how to play guitar, but I'm starting from scratch to hopefully eliminate bad habits, improve overall technique and learn something new. I'm also documenting it on video and putting it online to help others learn along with me and use that as an incentive for myself to stick with it. Just a quick note, there will be continuity issues because I can't record a video all at once. There are a couple of main methods to holding the neck while playing. The guitar can be cradled in the palm of the hand, or it can be held with the thumb positioned in the middle of the back of the neck, with only the fretting fingers touching the neck at the strings. This method has versatility in that the player can thumb lower notes, allowing all 5 fingers to be used for playing. It is also useful for leverage with the thumb for a lead guitar player bending strings during a solo. When playing chords, as opposed to individual notes, this position is more suitable for players with long flexible fingers and thumbs who are comfortable playing a low-slung guitar. Bar chords, where more than one note is fretted with the index finger, can be more difficult with a cradled neck for players with smaller hands or limited range in the fingers, especially in a low-slung position. This method is typically adopted by classical players, but not limited to that style of playing. The thumb is kept behind the neck, so it cannot be used to play notes, and the player won't have the same leverage if bending strings in this position. What it lacks in terms of losing the ability to play with 5 fingers, it makes up for in the range a player has to fret with 4 fingers from the low strings to the high strings. It is more suited to a high headstock playing position and can be more comfortable for players with smaller hands, shorter fingers or less range of motion in the fingers. Bar chords can be easier to get the hang of in this position. Fretting is when you press a string at the fretboard to produce a note. If the string is pressed on the fret too far away from the fret wire, the string will produce a buzzing sound that is not meant to be heard, and the note will not ring out properly. The string needs to be pressed as close to the fret wire as possible, without pressing it directly on the actual fret wire, so that the note will sound and ring out properly. When you pluck an open string, it plays a note. When you press down on a fret, it essentially shortens the string, which creates a higher note. As you press the string on frets further away from the open string, it plays higher and higher notes on that string. Also, when you select different strings, it produces different notes, even on the same fret. As you keep going higher up the strings and higher up the fretboard, it produces higher and higher notes. And obviously, the closer you get to the open string along the fretboard, the lower the note it produces. The lowest note on each string is the open string. Here is a basic outline of the notes produced by each string from the open string to the 11th fret. The sequence of notes is repeated from the 12th fret onwards.